Imagine a life where time is not a river, but a series of locked doors, and you hold the only key that can open them in any order you choose. You are thrust into the time traveler's passport, a reality where every choice branches into a timeline that you can revisit, rewrite, or abandon, only to find that this freedom isn't just a gift, but a curse that threatens to unravel your sense of self. But when you discover that 3 days, 9 months, 27 years aren't just random intervals, but the critical pivot points of a human life, where the smallest change can ripple into a catastrophic paradox, you realize that destiny isn't about fate, it's about precision, consequence, and the sheer audacity to craft a perfect existence through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics. Welcome to 3 days, 9 months, 27 years, the pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in John Scalzi's sci-fi saga. If you love time travel thriller tropes, philosophical mystery, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist navigate a non-linear cosmos through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical decision-making with the profound weight of existential duty. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist's first jump, thrusting them into a race against time to correct a mistake before it erases their future entirely. The atmosphere is thick with the hum of strained engines, the static of encrypted comms, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they are erased from history. Scalzi excels at capturing the psychological toll of isolation, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure is not just death, but eternal displacement. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular temporal architect trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers, it's about understanding the complex ecology of causality, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior technology. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of the time traveler's passport lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual, struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that views them as data. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. 3 days, 9 months, 27 years is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. John Scalzi has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.